Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Relationship with Grooming Singles. I'm Minister Margie Bell. I hope those of you who have been watching the series on layer number 6, which was engagement, I hope you really did enjoy that. Now we're going to move along to marriage, which is layer number 7. And even though this is the last layer, I'm still going to be sharing with you along the way because there's so much to marriage and there's so much to relationship. This is a ministry, so I'm not going to stop just because we're at layer number 7. I'll be chatting with you even after that. But I know that there is going to be a series on this layer because there's so much to it. And even with that, I know that I can only still give you just a snapshot of marriage. Okay, but just want to go ahead and get started here. For those of you who don't have the Grooming Singles book, this is what it looks like, and I'm sure many of you already have it. The marriage chapter starts on page 109, and I just want to take a moment to just give you a few definitions of marriage. I have that right at the top of the page on page 109. And marriage, it speaks of a contract. It's a covenant promise. Those two words right there are very powerful to me. A covenant promise. It's a binding agreement between a man and a woman. Another area is consensual, involving or based on mutual consent, which means that both of you have decided that you are going to marry each other. So that's what makes marriage so deep. Because you decided. Nobody forced you to do it. You decided. So you're responsible for making sure that your marriage works. So I want to share with you about the profession of vows. I have just a little snapshot of the vows here, and it starts with the groom. And later on in this chapter, you'll see that the women, they have their profession of vows as well. So that could be found on page 112 for those of you, again, who do have the book and want to look on. So, to the groom. Now, you know, in other videos, I have used the names Jack and Jill. So, I'm going to continue to use those names, okay? So, again, we're starting with the groom. And I'm giving you this snapshot because, men, for you that are getting ready to get married, I want you to really take these vows to heart. And, again, this is just a portion of it. But I want to get that in your mind, and I want you to get it in your heart. And really listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to read it a little slow so that you can grasp what I'm saying. And I want you to really meditate on this because this is what you're going to be saying soon to the woman that you say you want to be your wife. Okay? Here we go. To the groom. Jack, do you take Jill as your wife, as your own flesh? Wow. To love her, even as Christ loves the church, to protect her and care for her for the rest of your lives. That means you're supposed to be married to this one woman for the rest of your life. Marriage is binding. It's not something that you do for a moment or until you get tired of her, like an old suit or a pair of shoes, and then you decide that you're going to toss it to the side and go get something new. That's not what marriage is all about. Your response after this is said to you is usually, I do. Then the preacher is going to ask you to turn to her and make this profession of your faith. It says, I, Jack, according to the word of God, my, leave my father and mother, and I join myself to you, to be a husband to you. From this moment forward, we shall be one. Wow. That's what you're saying to this woman. That's what you're going to say to her. In just a few days, a few months, I don't know when your wedding day is. But I just wanted you to take note of that and really get it in your heart and in your mind that these are the words that you're going to have to say to her, looking her in the face. Can you really live up to those words? What a question. I'm going to move on to qualities of a husband because I do understand that some of you have never been married before. Some of you, this might be your third time. I don't know. But for those of you who are just new in this, you've never been married before, never gone this way before, and even some of you men who have been married before, if you're getting married again, that means that you've made some mistakes before. So you have an opportunity to get it right. So take those vows seriously, and what I'm about to share with you, take these things seriously, because I do know that, you know, a lot of people just didn't have the right upbringing. They didn't have a man to come alongside them and share with them about how to be a husband. They might not have had a man in the house that treated their wife with love and respect. So you might not have seen a role model. So that's why Groom and Singles was birthed, to help people like you, not to belittle you, but to help you. So please don't take these things wrong. Take it in the right spirit, knowing that Grooming Singles is trying to assist you so that you could be the best husband that you can possibly be. Okay? Now, qualities of a husband, just going to give you a few bullet points here. One is primary breadwinner, which means you're the one that should really be bringing in the finances to take care of the home. But it's no problem if she works as well. I know some of you men don't want your wife to work. You want to be the one to do it all. But if you're having a challenge making ends meet, it's okay if she helps to work as well, to help make sure that everything gets taken care of so that you can both continue to have a joyful life together. Bullet number 2 is to cleave to your wife no matter what is going on. You know, a lot of times people will get into disagreements and all of a sudden one or the other wants to grab all of their stuff and want to hit the door, but that's not being married. Being married is a partnership. You're supposed to stay together and work out your differences. The Bible talks about not letting the sun go down upon your wrath. So you need to be communicating, work things out. And even though sometimes you might have a difficult time talking about that issue right then because you're still too heated, it's good to just refrain a little bit, get yourself together, and then decide to come back together and talk and try to work through those things. Everything doesn't work out the same day. Sometimes you might have to pick it up the next day or maybe even the day after that. But please, just don't let it be. You have to continue to try to work through your issues together so that you can continue to live in peace with each other. Another bullet is to protect her and to shield her. And men, this is just not from a burglar that may come in the house, but even against your own flesh and blood, which is your family. Even if it's your mother. Because I do understand that sometimes mothers don't like the new woman that's coming into your life. And she has mean things to say about her sometimes. But what are you doing about that? You know, you're responsible for protecting her even from your family, even if it's your mother, if it's your brother or sister or whoever it is that's coming against the woman that you are marrying. You have a responsibility to stand up and protect her. She should never have to fight her way through. You should be the one that would shield and protect her and speak up for her, for the woman that she is. Because if she was not a good woman, why would you be marrying her? So if she's good enough for you to marry, she's good enough for you to protect, even if it's against your mother. Another bullet is the leader and primary decision maker, but not without consulting with her or considering her feelings. Because even though you are the head, you are the leader, yes, but you still need to be in partnership with her. Because going outside of your relationship with her and doing whatever you want to do can cause a lot of friction in your household. And you do not want to do that. So please be mindful to consult her, even though you do have the last word. That is true because you are the head. But at least discuss it with her. Okay? Another area is to be tender and affectionate and considerate to your wife. Don't be mean and harsh to her and talk down to her. Women are really tender. They're really emotional, which you already know that. So please, be kind to her. Be loving toward her. Just like the vows that you said you were going to take. Just like the vows that you took. You're supposed to be protecting her and loving her. Okay? I wish you the best life ever. I will be talking to you again. Next time, ladies, I'm going to be talking about the vows that you're going to take, which of course are similar to his, but I'll be speaking directly to you. So, until next time, from my heart to your heart, I'm Minister Margie Bell.